First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Fine, 90. 45. Check the out, check the out, check the out. Check, 45 to Mike. Alert. 45 to Mike.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
43 to Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To throw is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On second down, it's Carson, and an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Ryan. Johnson's got it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 2 chunk plays. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
23 yards. That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Ryan. Got his man. It's Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. To throw again is Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Carson, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still... Lead to a 4th down.
Yet it brings up 4th down.
And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
14.
Again, Wilson. Oh, he stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Gurley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 1, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Jones has it.
He had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down and goal to go.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gostkowski for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the delay, here's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now on second and 13, Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. Here we go. Quick, Booster team. Alert. Just like that. Just like that. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Wilson will throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
We'll go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Play action. It's Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Now Wilson on first down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. Wilson now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Mike 45. Listen.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Unsuccessful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
Myers' kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw again. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Ryan. It's complete to Williams. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 24. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while.
And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Foot. 9-9. Check. Going down right there. Watch the screen. Check it back. Left. 43's the mic. Watch the run.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Wilson operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Greg Olsen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be